Hi, I'm Sarah, and I've got breast cancer. And one of the 12 steps of my recovery is making this film. Yeah, right, I've got breast cancer. This is my story. 40 minutes.
Keep the moisture away from your sore.
It'll make you
one drain water.
When you do waste the interest is finally some good news.
I was really pleased with it.
It was just so damn much I believe, and I really pushed myself less through it. They've given me lots of extra pills this time. I even don't have a sleep doctors.
My husband's still going fine as long as I don't lie. If I've got something greyish, I'll cover it.
So I went on the Wednesday and had the mammogram, and at that stage they said to me, well, most women under the age of 40, we have to bring them back because your breast tissue is denser and it's nothing to worry about. I just had my mammogram, walked out, thought nothing more of it. They rang on the Thursday and said, can you come back in, we need to do another one. And at no stage did they say come back with someone else or anything like that, and I explained that I was far too busy and that I couldn't come until next week. And they said, no, you need to come in, can you come in on Friday? Never ever clicking that the fact that they wanted me in pretty quickly didn't send off any alarm bells or anything. And I went in on the Friday morning early and I had a mammogram, and she kept on taking lots of pictures, and I said to her, have you found something? And she said, have you come by yourself? And I said, have you found something? And she said, you've got something called cluster dots, and left it at that. But then she took me out to a waiting room out the back, and at that stage I thought, oh. So it was out with the iPhone, started Googling these cluster dots, and it was all okay as long as they were in a dodgy pattern. I thought, oh, that's okay, they're just being super cautious. And then I went and had an ultrasound with a different doctor, and she kept on going up and down my arm, and she said to me, have you come by yourself? And I said to her, have you found something? And she said, yes, you've got cancer and it's really bad. And that's how I found out that I had breast cancer. Oh, all I could think of was, I don't have time for this. How am I supposed to fit this into my already hectic life? I actually told my best friend Diana first because I needed to pre-warn her that I was probably coming in quite upset. I didn't tell my husband because I just thought it's not the kind of thing you say to your husband on the phone, oh yeah, by the way, I've got breast cancer. Everybody was in a state of shock because I couldn't feel a lump and you couldn't feel anything, and I think everybody was kind of like going, well, how does that work? That nothing could be felt, but it was there. The decision to make the videos came about when a really good friend of ours, John, approached me just after I was diagnosed and said, hey, do you want to film these? Let's film all your treatment and everything. Can I kind of say, oh yeah, that sounds good. And he said, well, the deal is it's honest, truthful, and we just have to keep on top of it. And I kind of like thought at first that we'd do it for a wee while and that would kind of like fizzle out. But it's just got stronger and stronger, and I've got more and more followers. We have an 8-year-old daughter who needs a kidney transplant. Maddie's had a really rough weekend with a vomiting and gastro bug, and we've ended up in hospital.
Maddie's kidney disease is non-curable, and it's not going to go away.
So Maddie's got a kidney disease called FSGS, and it's incurable. She had a transplant from her dad's kidney, but unfortunately her disease came back within 5 hours after transplant and shut the new kidney down. I met an adult with Maddie's disease recently, and I'd only known her for about 8 months. In fact, she died from the complications of it, and she had just turned 30. So realistically, we do know that possibly there is no long-term future for our daughter. When I hear other parents talk about their daughters and getting married and having grandchildren, all that, I do think, oh, I wonder if that will ever be us, or if Maddie will get that far. So this is my room. There's Maddie, absolutely sound asleep. The joys of her, so used to being in hospital, she'll just sleep through anything. Makeshift dialysis trolleys and fluids and things everywhere, including the drain out bags on the floor. Yeah, so she has medicines every morning and every night, and then depending if we're having to put in more antibiotics, then she might have them 3 or 4 times a day, and anything up to 21 pills a day that she'll have to take. She is pretty good at taking them. She just accepts what it is, and she's got pretty good at remembering as well when to have them. Not allowed to forget. If we forget, we could lose kidney function, so it's not the kind of thing you do forget. But we also make sure that all our friends have got pills, her pills at their house, and school's got them, so if I was to forget, I've got backup plans everywhere.
I've got no more fight left in me. And I think probably, because I'm turning 40 tomorrow, and I'm thinking this really sucks. It's not what I planned, it's not what I wanted. And I'm just sick of feeling like this, and I don't want to anymore.
Our children really struggled to comprehend because Maddie was so sick, and just about every day it was like, you know, are we going to get through another day with her? And then to have mum so sick, and as soon as anyone hears the word cancer and death seem to go hand in hand. So for a while there, the kids did struggle as they got their heads around mum dying, their sister dying, and then what happens next. I do remember thinking, crikey, poor Adam, he's going to have to bury us both this year. I hope it's either together so it's not such a big deal, or at least not too many months apart. I would reckon that I'd be better off if I died. It would just stop so much stress for my family, not having a sick wife, a sick mother, a sick everything. I just feel that, yeah, it would be better if I did. I think what happened with my attitude when I came back from Australia was that it wasn't so much about seeing my sister dying or about death, because it has no fear for me, but it gave me an opportunity to step back from our situation, catch my breath, and actually have a look at it without the pressures of running around doing all these different things. For a whole week I had no hospital appointments or anything to sort out, and I think it was just enough for me to recharge the batteries and actually go, actually, I have got a lot going for me and I just need to get on with it, and I just need that kick up the arse. Definitely I chose to use humour and comedy to get me through, and I've got great friends that have just absolutely supported me in that decision as well. There's definitely days when I have downers and things, but that's just part of it. But my friends have really rallied round, and often when I'm having a really bad day I'll get a text, so have you eaten your truckload of shingle yet? I mean, these are the kind of really great friends that I've got.
So one of the benefits of having breast cancer and having your breast removed is that you get to go out and buy all new lingerie, because you will be missing that bit. You need to get the special bra that you can put your new prosthesis in. Here it is, the wee pocket on the side of your new bra that you can pop your prosthesis in. These bras, top of the range, you'll be starting at a minimum of $125 upwards, of which you do get a special grant to cover you for 4 years. I don't think we really, when we started making them, that we really had much of a hope for achieving anything. I think it's kind of like developed so quickly, and recently I had a message from a lady who said, I've just watched one of your videos and it was just so how I was feeling, and I just couldn't tell my husband, so I made him watch your video. And this was a woman in America, so that was pretty cool knowing that I had helped someone. So the positive spin from that is just awesome.